Listen up, people, you got exactly 1 hour to go settle into your room and say your goodbyes. Because for the next 24 hours, the boys are gonna be with the boys.
And the girls with the girls.
Tomorrow, you can all go back to that miserable and sexless existence that is marriage.
We chose to expand the franchise because shortly after the movie came out, we found that everybody just loved these characters.
We both got on green shirts and we both got blue eyes.
This time around, we don't have a book to guide the script, so what you're seeing is probably an even more fresh take on what these couples are going through.
We're not going to see no damn Jersey Boys, Bennett. Having so many different people in the cast, your stories can take off in so many different directions. So we had to kind of confine ourselves to what we want this movie to be about. And once you put it around a relationship status and growth or decline, you are dead. Then our movie makes sense because that's what part one was about. So once we got ourselves down to a solid nucleus of what we felt like the script should be about, everything else fell into place.
To a night that we will never forget.
We are free from all of our obligations.
When we meet our guys, we see that their dynamic has changed a little bit because when we first met them, these were all single guys. So what's interesting is that they haven't been able to hang out as much as they used to, and the relationships have kind of been strained because everybody's been pulled in different directions. And so now they're looking to kind of bring the gang back together with this big bachelor party blowout in Las Vegas. That is absolutely a recipe for disaster.
This is where it happens at, fellas, okay? We on home base right now. Now we gonna keep the fun train going.
Everyone's character is still pretty consistent with who they were in the first one. Dominic is still head over heels for Lauren. Michael is still head over heels for Candace, and Kristen and Jeremy are at the next level of their relationship. Zeke and Maya at the next level of their relationship. And Bennett is still kind of the one guy who always gets told to shut up. As long as Cedric is still around, he probably will never change. And he will always be the ringleader to anything chaotic in our world.
The best challenge in the world is trying to outdo yourself. And we did such a good job with part one. Coming back to do part two was a no-brainer for me. You know, same director, same producer. All of the cast members came back. And the Magic Man jumped on board. That's what I call myself. With my character, Cedric, I'm responsible for kind of driving the story at certain points, and you don't really know my relationship status. Cedric is the guy who's throwing the bachelor party, but it's really for him. Even though I'm the best man, I'm throwing it for someone else, this is what I want to see. This is going to be the best thing ever. So it's a little self-involvement. And in doing that, trying to provide the best experience ever, things happen.
This is not what I wanted. I'm really happy to be back for Think Like a Man 2. It's a really exciting franchise. And I think in the first one, we saw Michael sever those ties and him stand up to his mom for the first time. When we revisit the next movie, Michael's a lot stronger. He's not a mama's boy anymore. He's cycled a lot of that energy into Candace now and Duke.
Literally, I would have came back just to help out, like hold some lights, for real. You know what I mean?
When they said Think Like a Man 2 was gonna happen, it wasn't even really a thought, because I kind of didn't want one to end. We were having so much fun, and literally once we started shooting 2, it felt like we never stopped shooting 1.
You know what? My phone hasn't rung since the first one. And then when it did, it was Think Like a Man 2. No, I'm just kidding. I'm struggling. I mean, who would say no? I don't get it. The question everybody's asking is my wife in this one? And she is. So that's the first thing I do. I don't read scripts, I just look for my part. So I flipped through it, and I found my wife, and I found me. So I don't really know what the movie's about. I just know my scenes.
The ladies, this is their first time really together. We only did one scene with all of them together last film. And what's great about this is they're all friends, and they've all become very close. So it's just one of those things where now you've got this group that just kind of works. They have been able to see what the guys did in the first one, and they have created their own vibe. So the girls are keeping up with the guys on this one.
I think Candace is the more reserved. You know, I think she's the more responsible. She's the most reluctant because she has a son and she is getting married. In the first movie, the issues that pre-existed with his mother, he thinks that they've been resolved. So in this one, I think Michael finally comes to the full realization of what his mother's really like to Candace.
Now, if you really love my son, you'd go back there, finish packing, and set him free.
We left Loretta insecure and dysfunctional. We come back to Loretta insecure and dysfunctional, but she does have an arc in this film.
To be paid to hang out with your friends, and now in Vegas, I don't know anybody who would have turned that deal down. Kristen, I think, she's got baby on the brain. So she's very much regimented, like wants to have sex as often as possible, just to increase the odds, not for entertainment or enjoyment, but just to increase the odds of her getting pregnant.
They would have failed miserably without me. No, I decided to do the film again because it's fun. I do so much drama on the television show, and it just feels good to step outside of that and do something funny. And Think Like a Man 1, Lauren was a bit of a hard ass. She was very independent and really didn't need a man. And the first one, she was broken down by the end. And it changed her and made her a bit softer.
I was excited to see what are we gonna do next? Like, where are we gonna go? Where is the growth of the story? And when I read it, I was so excited because it's a lot of fun. Maya, the last time that you saw her, Zeke kind of played her a little bit and broke her heart, and then came back around. And at this point, they're very much in a relationship, but their past keeps coming up.
With the sequel, you gotta be bigger, you gotta be better. This part 2 is casted. There's no wasted role. Even if there's like 4 lines, someone great's doing it. I tip my hat to casting, to Will Packer, to Tim Story, everyone involved with the casting of these movies. They don't waste a role.
As soon as I was on the set and I had them all together and we were doing a scene, it was just like we hadn't stopped shooting. That's what's great about these guys. The camaraderie that these guys are able to put down on screen is mind-blowing.
The chemistry is amazing, man. We picked up right where we left off. And you believe our friendship, which is really important, because if you don't have that believability, you don't have a foundation for your movie.
Getting to work with this cast is such an embarrassment of riches. Everybody brings something different to the table, but at the end of the day, it works. There are no egos, there's no backbiting, it's cohesive. And they all are such great comedic talents.
No, I'm never gonna call him Jesus. And we've had a good time and a lot of yelling on set, joking on set, playing with each other's hairs, fixing each other's wardrobe malfunctions, and just being silly and kind of rooting each other on and supporting each other.
It's funny because we're not really reuniting. We've been in touch and we have actually hung out. We've gone to games together, you know, we check on each other. So it's not like we're really reuniting, but actually coming together for the sake of this movie has been great because I feel like everyone's gotten better and we're much more comfortable.
Adding new cast members is always a tricky thing. Sometimes it can mess with the dynamic of what worked in the first place.
I have heard so much about you guys, and none of it is true.
We've been lucky to have Adam Brody and David Walton come in and literally hit the ground running.
Wendy's our newest addition, and Wendy is the glue that pretty much holds every scene together in that she steals every scene. Wendy is an underrated actress, an underrated comedian. She is hilarious.
Am I supposed to have change?
They were looking for someone who makes kind of a transformation and someone who is not afraid to be pinned to the wall and look ridiculous. That's kind of right in my wheelhouse.
Action. I think the reason why I was able to make the first one and have it come out as good as I was hoping it could be was because of the cast. So when it comes to my directing style for that one as well as this second one, it didn't change. All I did was allow them once again to kind of play and have a good time and just create an atmosphere that allows them to be really creative.
Some directors are aggressive when they come up and they give you a no and you get kind of offended. But Tim has a very gentle, nourishing approach, and I just love working with him. He's so sweet, but his eye is amazing. I'll go home and I'll do my homework and I'm like, yeah, that's it. And then he'll come in and say something else and I'm like, oh my God, I never thought about it like that.
Would his pants be down?
Tim Story, he's a good director because he knows how to get the best out of his actors and actresses. And when you hire people, you want to see people shine. And he allows them to bring what they want to bring to the table. And it's a give and take relationship. Some things he's going to take, some things he's going to reject. But the fact you have a director that's willing to work with you on a creative level like that is always a great thing.
I promise to be in your corner and by your side forever and ever and ever.
What's cool about doing a sequel is the fact that we've created these characters, people came to the first movie, fell in love with them, they're invested in these characters, in their relationships, and in their journey. So now we've got a unique opportunity to take those characters that our audience knows and loves and take them to a different place. That's what we tried to do with this sequel.
You did it, and it is perfect. And I love you so much.